Welcome back to another video. All right, so today we are going to be talking about why you need to moisturize because y'all just don't be moisturizing y'all skin, and I don't know why. I just really don't get it. I can't comprehend why y'all don't be moisturizing your skin. Okay, and when I'm talking about moisturizing your skin, I'm talking about cleansing your face and then just going out the door, or washing your body, cleansing your body, and then just throwing on your clothes and going out the door. Like, do you not feel itchy? Do your skin not feel tight? Do you not? Okay. And when you cleanse your body, the certain soaps that we use, the water that we are using, and even our face, it can strip that moisture out of the skin. So you need to replenish it back with some lotion, some oils, a butter, something. Okay? So we're going to talk about the benefits of moisturizing your skin and why it's important and why you should be making sure you are moisturizing. Because for me, head to toe, every day, twice a day. Okay? Every day I am moisturizing my skin, and because I know the benefits of it. So let's get into it. Number one, right? Like I said, you strip the skin when you're washing your face, when you're cleansing your body, depending on the soap and the water that you are using, right? And that can make the skin feel tight, right? It's uncomfortable. It means that your skin is not moisturized enough. So when you are what am I trying to say? Yo, all my thoughts just went out the window. Okay, let's regroup. Number one, where did my thoughts just said bloop, bloop. Is that a Gemini thing? I don't know. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Um, so it's good for you to replenish that skin and support the skin's already moisture content, right? So when you are applying a lotion that's water based, it's just giving your skin a shot of that moisture and supporting it, right? Number two, when you are not properly moisturizing your skin, it can age you. It can age you like nobody's business. Have you seen where people go out in the sun and like they roast themselves in the sun, right? They sit out in the sun forever, and the sun just sucks the moisture out of their skin. When you're not properly moisturizing your face or your body, it's going to age you. The skin is going to be dry. You're going to have a lot of crusty, flaky skins. And trust me, I know this because I wax for a living. I wax people. And those who do not moisturize, their skin is rough and flaky. It's actually kind of disgusting. Like when you pull up a strip, you can see on the actual strip their skin, their flaky, dry skin. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. That just means you just walking around shedding everywhere, and that is not it. No, it's not. Vincat, thank you. So you want to make sure that you are supporting the skin so that it can look its best and it can be youthful. You know, giving it that moisture is going to give it what it needs to look plump and for it to stay looking good. Okay. Um, I don't even know how else to stretch this topic, because I feel like it's kind of like a two-shotter. Like it's not really complicated. I feel like I always tell my clients to make sure you are moisturizing so that your skin can look better and look its best. If you're not moisturizing your skin, it's going to lack. It's going to lack that nutrient, right? For example, look at my skin. You see it? It's glowing. Okay, glowing. I don't have to put on no glow oils. I don't have to do none of that because I already every day give my skin the moisture that it needs and hydrate it. So naturally, it's going to have a nice glow. You say you have pigmentation. What kind of pigmentation do you have? I really need to have a conversation about pigmentation, because that's a very popular, or hyperpigmentation. That's a very popular conversation to have, and maybe we'll get into that in a little bit as well, in this video, because I feel like the moisture talk is kind of one and done. Like, I don't want to spread too large on that, because you just need to be moisturizing to support your skin and to make to help your skin look a lot more youthful. Okay. So, okay, let's jump into hyperpigmentation because I hear from my clients, from y'all, hyperpigmentation is a big thing, and so many people question me and ask me about this. And I'm going to tell you guys the same thing that I tell everybody else. There's a few factors about hyperpigmentation that you guys need to understand, right? Hyperpigmentation, in certain areas of the skin, it naturally occurs. Underarm creases, bikini creases. There are some areas in the body that are just going to have a naturally darker pigmentation. Okay. Because I get some women that, in their bikini line, they're like, oh, it's really dark. How can I? And I can just look at it and see that it's not an issue of like chafing or something like that. It's just that their skin is naturally darker there, and that's fine. I think we need to also shed this stigma or shed this beauty thing of like, oh, your body's all one solid color. That is not the case, especially for my melanated, ones out there. You're not going to always be one solid color. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have some hyperpigmentation in areas, right? And then you have another factor of hyperpigmentation, of course, that comes from constant breakouts like acne, for example. And I always tell people, get to the key of what is causing your breakouts, because you can't deal with hyperpigmentation or scarring until you get to stopping the breakouts. If you are still having breakouts every day, every week, and you are trying to tackle hyperpigmentation, you got the game backwards, because you're going to continue to get more, get more, get more. You need to get those breakouts under control. And then you can start to tackle that hyperpigmentation and getting the treatments of like vitamin C, or doing some laser, or doing some other type of facials. My nose is itching. To work on that hyperpigmentation, but get those breakouts under control, right? There's a few ingredients and a few things that you can use to help with hyperpigmentation, and it ranges, right? You got from standard scrubs to they also have like laser for hyperpigmentation, right? So you can use scrubs, you can use chemical exfoliants, you can use vitamin C, you can use laser treatments. But a key thing about all that, the undertone of all that, is that you want to make sure you're patient. Hyperpigmentation can take some time to lighten, because a lot of times you cannot get rid of it all the way. I even still like, well, my little scars, like I still have like little like scarring, but like they've lightened up a bit. But I never expect for a scar to completely go away. I always say that I can lighten it and get it to, look less obvious, right? But you can, what am I trying to say? You can get it to lighten drastically depending on what your treatment is, right? Chemical pills, for example. People like to run off, get a chemical pill. They're very effective. The only thing about chemical pills is that, like I said, with anything else, you want to get your breakouts under control. So you don't got to do a chemical pill every time, right? Well, you can't do it that much because they're a bit abrasive on the skin. But you want to make sure that your results are long lasting. You want to make sure that your results are going to go far for you. You get what I'm saying? So, with hyperpigmentation, depending on where it stems from, where it's at, and then let's kind of circle that back around to another key point: chafing. I want to talk to about chafing. A lot of the bigger girls, or the bigger men out there, in between your legs, you chafe, right? There's a lot of friction in between those legs, which can cause darkness there. I feel like we have to also have a very open conversation about these things and be really, really transparent, right? If you have where your legs are rubbing together and there is friction, you can cause the skin to be what? A darker pigmentation. That goes the same thing for your underarms, right? And usually when people lose the weight, or they're using some type of chafing cream and things like that, they see a big difference in that pigmentation down below as well. So this is why I say, when it comes to hyperpigmentation, it is not just a one-off thing. It can go pretty deep, and it can go into another realm depending on where it stems from and what is going on. Okay. So I get this question a lot from my clients. I get it a lot from you guys about hyperpigmentation, but it is just one of those things where you got to get to the core. You got to come up with a strategy on how to deal with it, and then you have to like be consistent. Like you have to be consistent. Like when you go to work, like when you make sure you don't miss that work day because you need your check to be a certain type of check so you can go on your vacation or you can pay your rent. You got to be like that about your skincare too. All right. Hi from India. Hey. You got to be about your skincare about that too, right? So hyperpigment, and then I do not. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm not a bleaching cream girl. I've never ever suggest bleaching cream to anyone because that's the another thing that I hear about when it comes to hyperpigmentation is people talk about, oh, what about those lightening creams or those bleaching creams? Y'all don't understand. Those things they weaken your skin and they tear your skin up. Okay, and I will never ever in my life, all right, condone or recommend something to you guys that is going to fuck your skin up. Like, I'm about the integrity of skin, and I'm about, and also too, 11:11 on the clock. Also too, bleaching and all that stems from self-hate. It stems from you don't like what you look like, so you want to be lighter so you can fit into society's norms. So I don't ever agree with any of that, and I will never ever tell somebody go get a bleaching cream and put it on your skin. No. No. Okay. There are natural ways to lighten the skin or brighten the skin. I don't even like using the word lightening, brightening the skin. And I think years ago I said that in one of my videos. I don't like using the word lightening, but brightening the skin and making to where it can be an even skin tone for you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of different things when it comes to hyperpigmentation, but hopefully that answered you guys' question on hyperpigmentation, you know. So but yeah, so it's just, it's a very interesting one. Um, yeah, if y'all come in here with some bullshit, y'all are going to be what? Removed. We're not here for that. We're not here for that. All right? We here so we can get the information that we need. So if I'm not for you, you can always exit out and you can always go left, right? And I feel too with me and how I am, how my messaging and how I bring forward to you guys how I talk, it can go over a lot of people's head as well. I'm a very cryptic person at times, and I'm a little bit different. You get what I'm saying? So you either catch it or you don't when it comes to me and how I get down. And I'm a Gemini, very cerebral, very up in the head. It can go over a lot of people's head. But I'm here to help you guys out with skin and anything that you guys need. That is what I'm here for. Okay, we are not here for any of the other stuff that people be commenting. This is not what this platform is about. All right. So, do you guys have any other questions when it comes to hyperpigmentation? I know this kind of went to a different. We were going to talk about moisturizing in this video, which I felt was kind of like to the point. So, and then we ended up talking about hyperpigmentation. So I just wanted to make sure, did anyone else have any questions about hyperpigmentation or any skin issues or anything that you guys want to tell me about and I can help you out? I'm thinking about coming up with something that I can help you guys out with on a one-on-one basis when it comes to your skin. I think that would be nice to have for you guys. So I'm working on some like things. I'm thinking of doing like a 30-day like skin program or something. Okay. Just something that can be a little bit more interactive for you guys that you can use on your skincare journey. And so that is something that I have to sit down and come up with. It's going to take a little bit of time, but not too much. But I think that that's going to be a great tool to have here on this channel as well. So you guys can go and check out. Also, if you guys are familiar, I do own an Etsy shop, Body Care by Eunice. That is under construction because we're going to have a whole new name. Okay, for Body Care by Eunice. It's no longer going to be that. I have a new name for my skincare shop and just going back to the drawing board on it as well. So there's some new things that are going to be rolling out here, and I'm really excited about them. But I also want to know what you guys' feedback on some things are going to be. So stay tuned for like I'm going to be posting like things in like the community tab on here to just kind of get you guys' opinion on like the 30-day skin program and things like that. All right. So, is there anybody else in here who has any questions about some skincare things or some hyperpigmentation? You get what I'm saying, or some moisturizing. All right. Okay. So, moisturize. I got a couple of. I'm gonna stay on here for 20 minutes, and if nobody asks anything, then we're gonna hop on off. Okay. But in that 5 minute, let's talk about some how to moisturize your skin, because a lot of y'all may be like, Eunice, you telling me we need to moisturize. What are we moisturizing with? Okay. So, water based. Water based moisturizer is going to be your best friend unless you are someone who is extremely dry. We won't get into that. A regular water-based moisturizer is fine to apply every day. Now, let's say your skin doesn't really hold moisture, you're a little bit drier. You can utilize oils, coconut oil, jojoba oil, almond oil. Place that over your lotions to seal that bad boy in. It's going to also give you a little bit of a glow. That's what we did today. I put my lotion on and a little bit of oil on top, and it's going to give you what? A glow. Okay. So definitely that's how you want to do it. Now, if you are a butter girl, like I'm a shea butter girl, but not always because it can be a little, greasy. Shea butter is also great. I don't think shea butter though is good if you are extremely dry though, because shea butter is not doesn't have much of a water content to give you the hydration and what you need. You need water based. Place the oil over it. You can even place a butter over it, but you want to use very little because too much of a body butter, you can be greasy. Okay? You can be greasy. All right? So, oh, and let me tell y'all something else because y'all be pissing me off when y'all do this. When I get clients who tell me this, it makes me meh. Don't be applying, okay, I mean, you can, right? You can apply oil directly on skin. But if your skin is dry as all get out, why are y'all placing only oils on? Y'all just be taking coconut oil and putting it on dry skin. Oil has no water content. Oil does nothing for your skin if it's super dry. You got to put something down and lock it in, okay? Because I get clients that come to me and they're like, my skin is still dry. What are you using? Coconut oil? Ma'am, sir, no, 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 no. You need to get some type of water base into that skin. So that's why it's very important to know your skin type, know what's going on with your skin. I'm not just talking about the face, talking about the body as well. Okay. It's very important for you to know what your skin type is so that you use the right products. Okay. Y'all be having dry, crispy skin talking about somebody applied coconut oil and I don't know why I'm still dry. Ma'am. Oh my gosh. So yeah, thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, Millie. You're welcome. So, I like when I help you guys and when I'm able to give y'all some skincare. Okay. But yeah, so y'all make sure y'all moisturizing y'all skin so y'all can look glowy. Because everybody always asks, why do you look so glowy? Because I moisturize and I take care of my skin. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. Y'all know I like a natural face. The other day I was I was at work and my coworker, she's like, do you have makeup on? And I was like, I do. And she's like, it looks really natural. And I was like, that's the point. I always like my makeup to look natural. Like I barely have anything on. And that's why I scream to the hilltop. Having a great skincare routine, you don't need a lot of makeup because your skin is going to speak for you. If your skin looks its best, you just put a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there with some powder, you gonna look good, And it's the summertime, so less is more. Y'all don't want to be out here in this 100-degree weather with a freaking caked on foundation trying to look. No, we don't got time for that. We don't have time for that. Oh yeah. Oh no, honey. I have on a little bit of foundation and then I have some concealer, just a little bit, and then I put powder over it. But that's how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to be like natural. And this is one of the things too I feel is that when it comes to makeup, a lot of people miss the ball on that one. Like, it's supposed to look natural. I don't know if y'all remember back in the early 2000s or so when MAC became like this big thing. Everyone was wearing MAC, like the foundation and all that. And they were wearing it so heavy on the face. And I was like, y'all don't understand. That makeup is meant for if you're going to be in a photo shoot, not your errands walking down the street in sun. And then you just look cake up and you look a mess, you know? Makeup is supposed to be a natural finish. Now, depending on if you're going to be doing photo shoots, if you're on TV, anything like that, you're going to need more because you want to look a certain way on camera, right? But your everyday average person, you don't need to be caked up. You don't need to be glammed up. No. A natural face is always the best way to go. And if you have some skin concerns, get that skincare together and tackle your skin and make that foundation as even as you can, and you'll see a better result when it comes to your makeup application and how it wears and how it comes through as well. Okay? No. Oh, you want to know something else that makes me like cringe? When I see girls on TikTok or YouTube and they're putting makeup over these cystic breakouts, it makes me cringe every time. And I understand that we want to look good because we are going somewhere, but do people not understand that your skin looks so you look worse when you are putting makeup over breakouts? Like, you're better off just letting your skin be. Let it be, let it heal, right? But when you are applying it over breakouts, it's mm-mm. Carmen, hey Carmen. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's a first. Mm. Thank you for the super. I appreciate it. So, you guys really need to just give your skin the time to just breathe. You get what I'm saying? Breathe and to heal, okay? Do you guys have any other questions for me? I can't see anything. Goddess, thank you. Do you guys have any other questions for me when it comes to skincare? That's what I'm here for. Y'all can't just have me over here rambling, okay? Oh man. Do you know how to get rid of hyperpigmentation? Oh, you know what? You know what? Y'all gonna drive me ragged. You must have missed it. I just had a whole conversation about hyperpigmentation, and it's something that, like I said, comes up a lot. Okay. Um, in the beginning of this live, I talked a lot about hyperpigmentation. So, and I went into depth on it. This live is going to be posted, so you can always just, I think, can you rewind in lives? Rewind. I already talked all about hyperpigmentation, um, and all of that. So I don't want to go through repeating that, but this will be reposted. So if you want to catch that, just watch the replay on hyperpigmentation. But hyperpigmentation is a very popular topic, I see. I'm going to have to come up with something for you guys about hyperpigmentation and probably post it on my channel or something like that, because it has been a very, very detailed conversation that's been going on. So, yeah. And I get it. I get the struggle. Nobody wants to have dark spots on their skin. Trust me, I'm a woman, not a girl. I'm a woman who dealt with acne. And I that's where I started. This is what started this whole thing. Like, this is what kicked off all of this. You know, if you guys know my backstory, my skin was doing so well all throughout my life. I used Clean and Clear. I don't even think they're around anymore, but I used that all throughout middle school, high school, no issues. And then 20s, my skin decided to say, F you, we're going to have a whole breakout. And I had to start to figure out what worked for me and all that. So, and I went through breakouts, I went through dark spots, I went through the self-consciousness. I went through all of it. I went through all of it. So like I understand how it is important to be confident in your skin. So when I'm telling you guys about these things and I'm talking to you guys, it's not just me talking out the side of my ass, okay? Like I can resonate when you're not confident in your skin. And if I figured it out, you guys can figure it out too. It just takes a lot of patience, and it takes consistency, and it takes determination, and it just takes a lot of trial and error and all that, you know. But the key thing that I see with people is that they don't have the patience when it comes to anything nowadays. And that's just society now. A lot of people are short attention span, so they don't really have, I don't want to wait 30 days to see if this product works for me. I want to see the results now, and that's just not how it works when it comes to skin. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hop on off. Thank you, everyone who has entered the chat and has, talked to me on here. Hopefully, this was helpful to anybody out there who needs it. This is what I'm here for. I'm your skin therapist. All right. And anything like hyperpigmentation, just rewind this video. It will be posted right after this. So you can go ahead and check out the conversation around that. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will catch y'all on the next live. Wait, how do you exit out this thing? I never know how to exit. It's always like rocket.